Honorable Minister, do you think, in an honest mind, that Nigerians' lives are better, considering what is being faced today? The figures, because what again you can judge is what the facts that you have, your efforts and what is being put out there by independent bodies are contradicting what your government says it is doing. And so those are the fears.
Contradiction in what I have
For example, the issues of the poverty level around the world. Recently, is a global
report. Poverty issues.
No, I'm just saying, for example,
unemployment numbers first of all.
Absolutely, but so those figures are still even not in your favor, because as a government, Nigerians don't want rhetorics. They want practical things.
It's not about them being in anybody's favor. You see, I am as invested in this, in or out of government. I'm a citizen. I'm as invested in it, in or out of government. So this is not about politics for me. This is about the development of my country. And this is about making very sound and sensible economic policies.
Are you saying
that... How can you be importing sugar, importing rice, importing fish? We were importing almost $1 billion worth of fish. So we were creating jobs outside Nigeria. You now turn around 3.5 years and say Nigerians don't have work. Why will they have work when you took their jobs away? Now, between the period when you are slowing down our importation and creating offtake, rice mills, rice paddies, and all of that don't grow overnight. There's a gestation period. And when you are trying to diversify an economy, some people will feel pain. When the internet came, those who were making telex machines and fax machines were not happy. When the GSM came, those who were running call centers and the internet voice phones, all those call centers, they went away. They were not happy. So when you are trying to diversify an economy and make hard decisions, look, every time Nigeria has reached this cusp, we turn back. There was Green Revolution, Operation Feed the Nation. We turned back. We changed policy. There was Green Revolution. Just when Nigerians were investing, we turned back again. This is another time when we must not turn back, because our population is growing at an alarming rate. We cannot afford not to feed ourselves.
So are you telling Nigerians that they may be facing difficult times?
It will get better. I know.
But things are difficult. Do you realize that?
Look, things are difficult globally. Whether in America, whether in India, whether in China, there's global slowdown of growth. Now, the people who are perhaps better able to resist this were those who invested wisely yesterday, who built the airports when the money was there. Dubai economy has slowed down. Go there and go and check. Retail has slowed down because those who are coming to spending money are dealing with Brexit. They are dealing with issues of diverse nature.
But the airport in Dubai has overtaken Heathrow Airport in terms of patronage.
I can tell you, for example, I think it was last week, Emirates growth, their profit dropped by 53%. It's a global thing. We could have been in a better place if we invested wisely, built the infrastructure, built the airport, built the power. At the time we have the money. It is now this government that is now seeking to do more with less.
All right.
Oil prices have halved from when we came in, and we are completing roads. Contractors are getting paid. We're building power plants. We're committing to agri.
But yet your government is borrowing a lot of money. And Nigerians are afraid that you probably...
What is a lot of money? I think
Honorable Minister,
to balance the accounts.
Okay.
At the time, we were earning $100 per barrel of oil. I think close to around 2013 or so. Our total debt portfolio was about $63 billion. It has now become $73 billion. So we borrowed more when we had more money. We have only borrowed $10 billion. And it is now going to infrastructure. 30% of our budget is committed to infrastructure. At the time Nigeria was earning $100 per barrel of oil, you know our total national budget? $4 trillion. At the time the price of oil dropped to $50 per barrel, and sometimes less, we budgeted $6 trillion. We budgeted $8 trillion. So clearly, in a matter of choice, who is doing more with less?
Because
who had the bigger opportunity?
Minister, you've been a former governor. I mean, you're a former governor. You've been in charge of Lagos State for a while. So as federal government is borrowing, the state governments are also borrowing. So the debt management office will tell you that things have gone up really. And some of the experts, in fact, lawmakers are saying they are warning the federal government. The last time, the chairman of the committee did tell the federal government that it needs to slow down on how much it's getting, and Nigeria can be dragged in a debt issue that it may not recover from in a long time. Are you afraid of this?
You know, when I was governor here, some people came to your program to come and complain that Lagos State was borrowing too much. But some of the assets we built those funds with, you can't build them today at today's prices. So we built tomorrow's asset with yesterday's money. That's sensible investment. Put the money in infrastructure. Why is the West so attractive to us? Why is Dubai so attractive to us? Dubai borrowed money from their neighbors in Qatar and Abu Dhabi to build their infrastructure. They will pay back over a long time, but the assets remain. America today is the biggest debtor nation in the world. It invested that money in its military infrastructure, in its power infrastructure, in its healthcare infrastructure.
Nigeria is almost becoming Africa's largest debtor.
We are afraid of debt, right? But we like America. Now, you want infrastructure. You don't want tax. When the tax rate goes up, you say, oh, government is not sensitive to people. But when the tax rate is left, you say the infrastructure. What do you really want?
Let's take another break, Honorable Minister.
So people must understand this economics.
Okay. We take another break. And when we return, everyone, we conclude our discussions. But this time, issues surrounding 2019 and the chances of the ruling APC will get our attention. Stay with us, everyone. We'll be back.